most when the weather gets warmer, but if you live on the waterfront, you are aware of the natural disasters that come along with the warmth. Hurricanes occur in the fall season, most commonly in the months of October and September. Hurricanes begin forming over warm ocean water that is at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer. From there has to be strong winds that are coming together to force the air upward. Winds begin to flow upward above the storm, allowing the air below to rise. Light winds outside of the hurricane steer it and allow it to grow. This is how a hurricane is formed quickly but leaves devastating effects on the area that's hit. That destruction leaves families without homes, plenty of debris, and slow attempts to restore the area back to how it once was. This process needs plenty of volunteers to make it happen. I volunteered on Katrina relief in Waveland, Mississippi for 3 years during my spring break. A natural disaster like a hurricane has 3 major effects, which are environmental, economical, and social. Environmental effects had the longest lasting effects on Mississippi after it was hit by Hurricane Katrina. It affects the environment with all the industrial waste, oil spills, household sewage, toxic chemicals, and other hazardous pollutants that contaminate the floodwater. Economical effects costed Mississippi an average of $150 billion for Katrina relief. The economy also suffered because of fallouts in oil supply, food export, tourism, and other forms of trade and business. Social effects that Katrina had on Mississippi were hundreds of people lost their homes, jobs, and Social Security. On top of that, about 1,800 people lost their lives due to the hurricane. During the 3 years that I've volunteered for Katrina relief, I've experienced and helped restore these effects that Katrina had on Mississippi. I helped restore the environment on one of my trips when a house was carried down into the swamps due to the floodwater. This affected swamp life and the shrimp business. So we managed to get the whole house out of the swamp by creating an assembly line and passing the house piece by piece out to the debris pile. We restored the swamp back to how it naturally was, and the swamp could now finish restoring itself. I've witnessed a lot of economical effects in Waveland, Mississippi each year as businesses go out and new businesses take their place. Social effects were easy to spot when listening to Katrina victims' stories, as well as seeing the emotional toll that the hurricane had on them. Hurricane Katrina happened quickly compared to the fact that 6 years later there is still a lot that needs to be restored. Now you understand how a hurricane is formed and how long it takes for the location that has been hit to recover from a natural disaster like a hurricane.